Hey, what's up everyone? So in this video I'll be showing you how to assemble the IKEA Rigga clothes rack, and I'll keep the instructions very crisp and clear so that you don't miss out on anything. So let's get started. So these are all the items that we've got in the box. First we'll understand what is what, and then we'll quickly get to the assembly instructions. So these two things that we have here will be the base, and if you see, they have the rollers. The sides that will be on the inside are the ones that have 4 holes. So on the other side you have 2 holes, but it will be kept basically somewhat like this. So that's the base. The next item that we have here are these screws, these washers, and this Allen key. So that's basically all that you'll need to assemble this product. You won't need any other tools. And then we have these poles, which are 4, 5, 6, 7 in number. So 2 of these, if you notice, they have smaller holes. So this will sit on the extreme sides at the base, and then we have 2 additional poles which have slightly larger holes. Now these will sit somewhere in between, and then we have this larger one which is quite thick, and this will be at the very top. So this will be like at the top where you'll place your hangers. And lastly we have 2 more rods. Now if you take a look at these have some adjustments here. So these are the things that will sit on the side of the rack. So basically they'll sit something like this, and then you can adjust their heights as well. And lastly, what we have here is the instruction manual, which is good, but yeah, you can follow my instructions and get this job done quickly. So let's begin with assembling the base first. Now you notice I'll be keeping this side on the inside, and the first rod that I'll use is this one, which has a smaller hole. We'll place it over here, and then from the back side we'll push one of these screws. So I'm going to keep the screw here, then we'll take the rod and place it here and start tightening it. Now this is the part where you would need the Allen key, so you can hold it with one hand, and with the other hand you can tighten it with the Allen key. So one side is tight and secure, and if you find this position, if you find this horizontal position a bit difficult to tighten this, then what I would recommend you to do is place this on a mat, and then you can tighten it from the top. So right now I'm holding my camera, but you'll have to hold the rod, and you can place it in a vertical position and then start tightening it up. Alright, so we've got one of the rods attached here with one screw. Now we'll go for the other one, which will sit at this extreme end, which again needs to be attached using the screw. So here again I'll place it here and then tighten it with one of the screws. And like I mentioned before, this vertical position is perfect for tightening up the screw. So I've kept it in a vertical position now, and now I can tighten it very easily. So just ensure that the rod is in a straight position, and then start tightening this up. Alright, so we've got 2 of those bars that were on the sides attached. Now for the third step, we'll flip this upside down so that the base is at the bottom, and now we'll insert 2 of the other rods that should go in the bigger holes. So these are the other 2 rods which don't have the screw like thing, but they have just holes in them. And what you need to do is place one of it over here and the other one on the other side. And now you need to place this on top. Yeah, so this is what we've got so far. I've placed the rods at the bottom, and these are on top as well. These center ones don't have any screws on them. We'll just attach the screws over here. Now don't tighten this all the way in. What we will do here is we'll place the other screw as well, and then start tightening it up slowly so that it's uniform and the overall shape doesn't get affected. Now once they are 90% tight, you can do the rest of the tightening and make sure that it's tight and secure. So this is what we've got attached so far. The entire base is ready along with the 4 bars. Now we'll see how you can place the upper structure. So now we can keep this in a horizontal position at the base. So now for attaching the side walls or the side pole, what you need to ensure is that this side which has these buttons need to be on the inner side, and the flat side needs to be on the outer side. So there's another indication here. If you see, we've got a circle, so the circle should point this way and the square should point outside. So this is how I'll be placing it on the side, and then we'll be using these attachments to tighten this up. Yeah, so what I've done is the circular part is on the inside and I've placed it here, and now I'll be pushing this screw from the outside and will screw it up. So this is how it should go, and the round part will go from the inside, and with the Allen key again you can tighten this up. So here you will have to use the Allen key on the inner side because this side of the screw doesn't have anything that the Allen key will fit on. Alright, so that's tight and secure. Now let's do the same for the other side as well. So here again what we'll do is this curved part which has the hole will be on the inner side, and then we'll do the same thing here wherein we are pushing the screw from the outside and the circular thing will go from the inside. So far so good. We've got the base ready, we've got the side walls ready, the side bars ready, and now we are left with the final bit which is to attach the top rod, and that's quite simple as well. So let's do that quickly. And before we put the last section on, these are the items that are left. So we've got 2 washers and 2 of these screws. So let's see how to use this to attach the top portion. So now this rod has 2 holes, one is a smaller one and the other one is a larger one. The one that is small should sit at the bottom. So the smaller one, so first we'll place a washer over here, and then we'll place the rod in this position. The hole that's smaller will go at the bottom, and then we'll push the screw from the top. So before we tighten this all the way in, let's do the same on the other side as well. So here again I'm placing the washer at the bottom, and then we'll put this in a right position, and the screw will go from the top side. Now that both the screws are attached, we can give it a final round of tightening and make sure that this is 100% tight. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So you just saw that in minutes we were able to assemble this very quickly. The one thing that you should keep safe is this Allen key, because in case if you want to disassemble this and move it to another house, then you might need this key. But yeah, this is what it looks right now. Now let's see how we can adjust the height and how we can easily move this around once the items are placed on top of this rack. So for the height adjustment, if you notice, we've got something of this sort over here, and what you need to do is basically push this little thing inside, and then you can lift up the bar. So you'll have to do both the sides at the same time. Now I don't have anyone here to help me, but basically you'll need another person to push the other steel like thing inside and then lift it up and go to the next notch to have a different level of height. So I'm going to take some help here, but I hope you understand how we can increase or decrease the height of this particular rack. So I've moved it from the very last position to the third position, and this is the kind of height that I get right now. It can go a little bit higher as well, but I think for an adult at the third or fourth position should be fine. If you're using it for kids, then you can keep it at the lowest level. So let's put some things on this and then we'll see how we can move this around. So this is how it looks when clothes are mounted on this rack, and the wheels make it really convenient to move this thing around in the house. So that's it for this one, guys. If you have any questions about the product or the assembly instructions, you can add those in the comments section below and I will answer them as soon as possible. So thank you for watching this video and do subscribe to my channel.